Blessed good day, guys. Let us reason today, Saturday. I know a lot of y'all, might gone to church and stuff forth like that. All right, yes. So hear what for the ones who is here right now. Later on, the ones who come from church will hear what I have to say. So let us reason right now, guys. Like I was just here meditating, right, and this just came to my mind. It came to my mind, and it reminded me of when I was a child, right? Yes, some in some sort of aspect, in some sort of way, I realized that the enemy know who I am and know what I would have become. So you know what the enemy do? The enemy use like people that was around me in my life, right? That the enemy knows that I love and I care for them, right? Yes. So you know what the enemy do? The enemy use those same exact people to come against me, beloved, from a youthful essence, from a youthful point of view, from when I was very, very tender and young. So when the enemy used the people them that was encircling me from a very tender age, beloved, this is one of the strategy of the enemy, beloved. And I just kind of realized that when the enemy come at you from your tender age, whether you are a man or a woman now, right? But from you were like a young boy, a young girl, the enemy use the people them, the very people them that is in your environment, the enemy use them to come at you in a negative and wicked way. To try to hold you back in a sense, right? To try to tamper with you, to suppress you. So it's like when they suppress you and do wickedness to you, beloved, as a tender little age, young boy and young girl, right? Yes, as you grow up, right, into, a young man and a young woman, right? It's like the enemy have access already into your life because it started from you were young. So that is how the enemy gain access into our lives, into our hearts. And our hearts become hardened, right? And our mind become clogged up, beloved, because of our bad treatment that our loved ones who is around us, treat us bad, right? Suppress us night and day, left, right, and center. So when the enemy does that now, right, it has a hold on you, a strong force on you, beloved, right? And that's why a lot of people, they end up doing drugs, doing prostitution, right? A lot of them selling drugs, right? Yes, I don't even know if I can use this terminology on Facebook, but forgive me, Facebook, I don't know if I can use it. I'm new to this thing, all right? Yes, so just pardon me, all right? So yeah, drugs, right? It have people, young folks doing fornication, robbing, thieving, right? Lying, stealing from people, right? Yes, doing all sort of man of wickedness. Because guess what? The enemy been, right, invited into your lives from a tender age. So this is how the enemy have access in our lives through that, right? Yes. Right? So the enemy have access to our lives through that from a very tender age. So your heart becomes hardened. Your mind becomes clogged up because you're thinking, oh my God, what have I done to deserve this? I never deserve it, none at all. But this is the way of the enemy. These are the strategies of the enemy, right? To enforce on, children at a tender age, beloved. Right? And I was just here and I was just meditating. There's so much more to come out, beloved. Right? But I wanted to start doing some kind of thing like this and share, my emotions, right? To share, what I have seen, right? What I've experienced and how I look at life now, beloved. Because, may I tell you, the enemy wicked. The enemy wicked. This is not what God wants for us. But anyway, the enemy used some weak offense, some weak vessels that were around us from we were a tender age, beloved. Right? So I don't know who is listening to me right now, but I want you to know one thing. God always turn it around and flip the switch and turn it around for ultimate good at the end of the day. Because he see what the enemy has done. He see the bad seeds that the enemy have planted in our lives, beloved, right? Yes. And we can tell you one thing. right? Yes, it's all about you. How do you look at what have been happened to you from you were a child and now that you're an adult? What is the new leaf that you want to do? You know, what is it that you want to do with your lives after all the bad things, the wicked things that the enemy has used against you, have come against you, beloved? It's all on you, right? It's all on you. And that's why, right, we all have a choice of free will to choose which path we want to take, right? Yes. And I thank God every day to flip the switch, to open my eyes, right, to open my ears, right? Yes, and to heal me. So, because I used to do the blame game so often, beloved, right? You can always look out for that video, right? Yes, I used to do the blame game, blaming myself for a lot of things when I should have not been blaming myself, beloved, because the enemy planted some I tell you, it was deep rooted seed. Have you ever seen some, they call them willow tree in the islands, in Jamaica per se, right? Yes, you know, cotton tree. Those trees are some giant tree, right? So you know, so them big old tree, that them, they, you know, deep rooted, their roots are so deep into the earth. It's the same way, you know, with the wicked people that was in our lives. They planted some deep rooted seed into our lives. Sorry, right? Yes. So my son is kind of you know, distracted me. But my apologies, guys. Yes. So the enemy, you know, planted some deep rooted seed into our lives, beloved, right? Yes. You know, this is just something I was just meditating, and I was just, you know, thinking. I was like, wow, definitely the devil is very crafty indeed. And I can see why it is written that the serpent is a very crafty serpent, right? Snakes are very crafty, cunning. Snakes? Right? Yes, man. So this is just my thought for right now, guys. If any more come up, then a lot more is there, but I want to do it step by step. All right, beloved? Yes, have a blessed day. All right, one love. Thank you.